Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? What brings you by today? You here to hang out, chat about tech? Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Just got done filming some gaming tests. I was gonna start editing them, and I decided to just kind of do like a live stream and kind of hang out for a little bit. Haven't done a live stream in super long time. Yeah. Hey, how long have you been subscribed, and from which videos did you find this channel? Can you hear me okay? How's the quality? Oh, Subnautica, nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's awesome. That's a really cool game. Uh, that's actually made by one of my favorite video game companies. So they all the same people also made um, they made Natural Selection 2, Unknown Worlds. Yeah, they're an awesome company, man. I love that game. I've been meaning to play Subnautica. I haven't played much of Subnautica, but it looks super super fun. Hey, how's the music? Is it too loud? Hey, what's up? Himaru. Hey, oh yeah, you're the guy that commented earlier. Cool, 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 cool. You were asking about um, the Call of Duty gaming test. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that one runs. Are you thinking about getting a MacBook pretty soon? Is that why you were asking about the 2020 MacBook, about that one? Yeah, man. Get the Pro. It's so bad. It runs terrible. I can't believe how terrible it runs. Like, I hate saying that because it can play like half of the games that are out there and stuff, but still, it's like if you could just get the Pro, and it's still extremely thin. So about like 6 years ago, there was a big difference between the Pro and the Air. And what they've done is they've taken both of these product lines and they've kind of merged them together. And so you're really not you're really not getting much of a different product. They're both essentially the same thing. And they used to have the 12-inch MacBook, but they completely eliminated that. So you don't really have too many different choices. It's kind of like you're just buying one device. Yeah. What about just getting a gaming PC or a gaming laptop? Why don't you just get that? What's your fixation with the MacBooks? That is some sweet beats. This is my one of my first Pandora stations I made a long time ago. Chillaxin by the sea. Yeah, as far as I know, Pandora is basically dead now. Like, you can't even contact them for help when you need help and stuff. It's like extremely hard to reach somebody. Yeah, welcome viewers. How are you guys doing? Welcome. What kind of tech questions do you have? I think there's at least 2 new viewers now, so I'm just here hanging out with my machines, and I guess you you guys know. I actually was thinking about doing War Thunder very soon. Um, I'll probably do War Thunder maybe in a couple days, like 3 or 4 days maybe. Because I've been wanting to post, I think, almost every single day now. That seems to be the main strategy. Like, if you want to like actually have your channel grow, that's how you do it. You post every day, or you post extremely good videos once a week. But my videos, they're not that good yet. Um, Yeah, and a lot of my subscribers fallen asleep because I had like 2 really big periods of just like not posting. There was like a 6 month period in like 2017 and then a couple months in 2018. Not good for a channel. So if you're looking to build a channel, don't do that. Oh, I don't know. I've kind of decided to do it like for the long haul, just kind of for fun. Keep doing it because like what else do I have? Like at this point, there isn't much else left. I mean, I am doing like video editing now for other companies. Surprisingly, during the COVID outbreak, um, like once the COVID outbreak happened, just my inbox was just full of like companies that wanted to work with me and stuff. And so I just been working and yeah, working on the channel, working with random sponsors actually for the channel, believe it or not, which has been pretty awesome. Let's see, what was that question about the MacBooks? Let's see, have you played Minecraft? I have actually. Minecraft runs phenomenal. If you scroll through the videos feed for the uploads, you'll see that actually I've uploaded a Minecraft gaming video like 2 weeks ago, and it performs phenomenal. Like we're getting like 80 frames, 100 frames. It's super duper awesome. Performs great, yeah. Like if these companies get serious about iGPU, they just make phenomenal, smooth gameplay. And it didn't even tax the iGPU that much. It was only running at like 1/3 of its performance, which was like, wow. I'm so surprised that they were able to do that. So I get a new PC like every month, sometimes twice a month. But right now I have this. This is a MSI GP 65 Thin. So I got this for about 900 bucks. And prior to this, I had a 10 core, which was really awesome, which I really loved. So I guess I don't really have a main machine per se anymore, especially since I'm trying to like review devices, understand them. I'm switching devices constantly, but my favorite device. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. My favorite device was the Alienware Area 51 R2. So that's just like an Alienware gaming laptop, big, bulky, kind of fat. It's probably about this thick. So in comparison, it's probably about 2 to 3 times thicker than this MSI gaming laptop, and that thing has 10 cores, an extremely good GPU, 2080 Super, and it uses desktop components. Hey, honey buns, is my package at the house? Which package? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's my girlfriend. Honey bun, what package are you talking about? I have packages everywhere. I don't know. Am I supposed to open up your packages? I don't open up your stuff when you like when your stuff arrives. I don't just check what it is. It doesn't say what it is on the box. So how am I supposed to know? Oh, I guess I could go check the mail or something, and if it says your name on it. Hey, what's up, guys? But yeah, back to the subscriber questions. Yeah, I don't know if your package arrived. I can maybe check in a little bit here. Let's see. Main PC specs. But yeah, I had a desktop for a little while. I kind of decided to just stick with laptop because I'm always going over to people's houses, hanging out with them, and playing games and stuff. So running Minecraft shader destroy my computer. Not really. The games are not really designed to do that. Like, if your computer's having trouble, it'll just shut itself down. Honestly, that's what computers do these days. If they're having trouble, they throttle their own performance down, or they just shut themselves off. About 10 years ago, laptops would actually burn up and they'd like burst into flames and stuff, that kind of thing. They honestly don't do that anymore, so I wouldn't worry about it. There's a slight chance that running it really hot, like at 100 Celsius, like with this MacBook here, if you're running it like that for a prolonged amount of time, supposedly the theory is that the components they start to degrade, and so having a hot machine is considered not good. especially if you want it to last a long time. All right, see you later, honey buns. Yeah, GF. GF going on your live stream when you're not responding via text message. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. So what other questions do you guys have? Do you guys want to know anything else about the machines while I have them? I definitely like answering a lot of these questions. Oh yeah, you guys can ask any questions. I mean, it's also just to hang out and get to know you guys. Like, you can even talk about personal stuff or whatever you want. I'm an open book. So let's see. I know this isn't a PC question, but my Razer mouse is not turning on, like the chroma isn't on. I'm assuming it worked at some point and it randomly stopped. If that's the case, then either the mouse is dying slowly, or maybe it's not getting enough power from its USB ports. I've had USB ports straight up die on machines before, and sometimes they even like cause electrical surges and can turn your, they can just crash your whole system. Let's see. What do you like? Mac or Windows? Actually, I really like, well, I definitely like Mac more, but Windows, it's terrible because Windows is on everything. So you just kind of have to use Windows if you want access to better gaming, if you want, you know, to be able to run your applications and stuff. But I guess I do like the elegance of Mac. I always install Windows on a Mac. Honestly, what I really would like to learn how to use is Linux. Although I'm worried that there won't be enough good programs on Linux, and a lot of my favorite games don't even run well on Linux at all. You have to like tweak with them, and you gotta mess with the drivers and the software, and essentially a lot of things are constantly breaking every week. So you have to just keep trying to fix it. Let's see here. Razer Ultimate or Viper Ultimate for premium hands. I'm assuming those are mice you can get. I honestly don't really use any super fancy gaming mice. For a long time, I used just one of these little $20 dinky Logitech. But sometimes I'll game on my MX Master, and that's like essentially it's like a professional video editing mouse, and it has the ability to like scroll. You can scroll up and down, and you can scroll left and right. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but you can like, I don't know, it looks really cool too, and it's like honestly extremely comfortable. It's one of the most comfortable mouses I've ever used, and I think it looks awesome too. Yeah, I've been using that for about 2 years. It's like $100 mouse. It supports Bluetooth, and so it supports Bluetooth and it supports dongle, and you can pair it to 3 different computers. Because I'm having all these different computers, I'm using the Mac, then I'm using my Windows, machine, so I can just move around between all of them, which is cool. So it's kind of a unique design. You really don't ever see that anywhere. Yeah. Let's see, what other questions can I answer? I live in Sri Lanka. Oh, cool. Nice. I was born in Russia, and then my family moved here in 1995. So now I just live in the United States. I live in Oregon. Let's see. Yes, it worked. Then all of a sudden it stopped. I think you probably just have a hardware defect. Just see if you can redeem your manufacturer warranty. And if they say no, just be like, hey guys, make an exception. I'm your customer, and they'll probably make an exception just for you. Some companies, even when they say they can't help you because of warranty related stuff, if they're just like, oh, we can't fix it, we don't want to, just be like, please, just fix it anyway. Let me talk to the boss, and just keep going up until you find somebody who can help you. Just call them up. What's your favorite game? My favorite game is Natural Selection 2. That's made by the same makers of Subnautica. I played a lot of Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 2, Bad Company 2. I did like the Battlefield series, but they really honestly, they just made it kind of a crappy game. It had so many bugs and issues. It kept crashing all the time. I liked SimCity. That was a fun game. You don't really have any new SimCity games. Pharaoh was a great game. Homeworld 2, that was an awesome game. But right now, I think my favorite game is probably Rust. I did play a lot of Counter-Strike. I like Rust because you can do so many different things. Um, oh, in terms of a keyboard, I guess you guys are asking me about keyboard. I don't even know what kind of keyboard this is. I think my friends told me to get it. Let's see. Let me answer some more questions here. Razer mouse not working. I don't want to get a new mouse because of my friend who's currently in the hospital. Always used to use it, and it's one of my memory that I have with him. Oh, well, you could try to fix it. So like my brother, he works on little circuit boards and stuff, and he tries to build his own little machines, like electrical type stuff, right? Um, you could take apart your mouse and you could probably fix it. The reason why the light doesn't turn on is because on the circuit board there's a tiny little component that went out. You need to figure out which component is broken. You can fix it. Just try to fix it. You know, step one, take it apart, look at it, and maybe you might even notice something that burnt out or broke. Let's see. Darth. Darth, yeah, I remember this guy. Holy Captain Nemo, you're alive. Yes, I'm alive. I'm alive. Not Metro. Not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I think I am using the Chroma something. Let me see what I'm using here in terms of keyboard. I'm gonna try to answer all your guys' questions. Yeah. This is yeah. Good eye, man. You know your keyboards. This has been a pretty good keyboard. So I had a friend who basically said that I'm a complete pleb, and that this keyboard is like that I'm a loser for having this keyboard because it doesn't use the membrane switches or whatever, the Cherry MX. It doesn't use the stuff that everybody else is using right now. It has some kind of proprietary design, like somebody said earlier, membrane. But you know, it feels good. The only issue is when you're typing, it actually kind of feels like you can press it sometimes where it doesn't actually click. It'll make the sound, but it won't click. And that's the problem with Razer's design, I think. Other than that, though, it is really nice. The lighting, very uniform, very beautiful. I really like the way it looks and feels, but it's just a little bit not as reliable as I want it to be. But I'm still using it. It's good enough for that. I mean, it's more reliable than this crappy $20 Logitech thing that I use every now and then. Let's see. Let's see. Let's answer some more questions. I have a Dell laptop with AMD Radeon 534 gigabyte graphics. Nice, man. That's cool. That's a decent little dedicated chip on there. I remember playing around with that. Yeah. Metro Exodus. Oh, is that a game you want me to play? It's Victor. Oh, Victor. Which Victor is it? I know like a couple different Victors. Let's see. Let me look at your thumbnail. Is this the Victor I know in real life, or? Yeah, I can try Metro. I can put that on a list. We can definitely try that out. Why not? Whatever you guys want, I'll do it for you. If it helps, the mouse is called Lance Head Tournament Edition by Razer. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't really know how to fix that, but I encourage you to fix it and then make a video about it. That'd be really cool because you're probably not the first person to encounter this issue. So if you fix it and make a video about it, that could be like 100K views right there, maybe even 1 million views. Depending on how popular the product is. I mean, that could be extremely helpful for people. Like, you should do it, man. All right, let's see here. What other questions do you guys have? It's merch membrane from Razer. He means mechanically. Yeah, sorry, I'm actually not as up to date on some of these things that I should be. Yeah, I do have a Minecraft server. You guys should all join up. That'd be really fun. Oh, I got a Russian speaker. Привет, как дела? I have been studying Russian since the last time you saw me. Oh, cool, dude. Nice. Oh, Melina, yeah. Nice, dude. I had no idea that this was you. That's so cool. Nice job with your Russian, man. Hey, by the way, to answer your question, yes, we can visit Russia. Just, you know, as soon as COVID gets better or something, I don't know. I mean, maybe we can just visit during COVID. We had a few great chances. The plane tickets were so cheap, man. Like, we had a chance and we didn't take it. I mean, it was kind of my fault. I was kind of asleep when you were messaging me, but yeah, he's a cool dude. Oh, Igor, what's up, man? How's it going, buddy? Hey. I'm just answering some subscriber questions here about PC tech. We're talking about keyboards, laptops, MacBooks, gaming PCs, that kind of thing. Um, and yeah, just kind of hanging out. This is just like a hangout stream thing, just kind of hanging out with the peeps. Yeah, so what kind of tech questions do you guys have? Oh, Serge, I'm gonna go. Thank you. I will for sure work on my mouse and get it working again. Yeah, dude, get it working and yeah, post a vid about it. That'd be cool. Yeah, COVID is a pain. My fiance used to live there too. Oh, nice. Cool. So did you meet your fiance in Russia, or where did you meet your fiance? I guess she must be Russian, huh? I mean, that's a good reason to study Russian right there. Look at that. Yeah, that's awesome. Should have been Salzburg. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Oh, Lenovo versus MacBook. I don't know. Are you saying Lenovo because this looks like a Lenovo? Because Lenovo's do have red keyboards. This is an MSI, but the Lenovo's actually look really similar. If you're asking like what's better, obviously MacBook, but well, Lenovo has like cool business machines. So Lenovo became a Chinese company when they disconnected from IBM, and their business machines are cool. I like the Lenovo buttons that they have on their trackpad. Some of them have that like really interesting like middle mouse little button thing. It's like a weird little, I don't know what you call it, but it's kind of like a scroll wheel, but not really. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's extremely weird. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Yeah, welcome new viewers. If you guys have tech questions, just let's just talk about some tech. If you want to just hang out, talk about personal stuff, I'm an open book. Let's see here. Here in Oregon, her family were missionaries. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah. I think doing some missionary work would be pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, people like Igor over here inspired me to visit other countries and work on cool stuff for other people. And for my next laptop, I might actually go for Lenovo. Yeah, dude, maybe. I mean, Apple's not as awesome as they used to be, man. This freaking MacBook Air, this 2020 MacBook Air, man, this thing, they put such a bad heatsink in the machine. I hate it. It's like it has a fan, right? But it doesn't have a heat pipe. So the heatsink and the fan are not connected in any way. And it's just like a terrible cooling design. So yeah, definitely explore other brands because pretty much every single brand now has copied Apple enough to where you can get a great PC. It doesn't have to be a Mac. Let's see here. I'm reading the questions here. How can I improve FPS in Minecraft? There's plenty of things you can do. I mean, there's console commands. One of my subscribers was telling me with the correct console commands, you can increase your Minecraft FPS pretty easily. But of course, reduce your graphical settings as well, like your render distance, your view chunks, or whatever it's called. Have you tried that yet? That's something I would try if I were you. Let's see. How can we need to stay in? We need to stay a week in Chernobyl. Oh, dude, Chernobyl would be really cool. I've always wanted to visit Ukraine. Oh man, just like all that history and stuff. And Chernobyl, yeah, that is definitely something interesting. Crazy how many games have been modeled after Chernobyl. Really gets me thinking. Like I've been wanting to play Metro Exodus for a while. I think I have all the Metro games because viewers asked me to make videos about them, but I never actually played them on my own. So I'm just like, ugh, only I could play these games and have time to play them. It's weird because I play them to test them for people, but I don't actually like have enough time to sit down and kind of play them on my own. I kind of want to at some point. Yeah, I'll keep you posted, brother. Got to go to work tomorrow. Peace, bro. Oh, dude, nice talking with you, man. See you later, Igor. Let's meet up sometime soon if you're doing anything at all. Or hey, if you want to play games too, maybe I can come over, bring my PC over, we can hang out. Should be fun. Let's see here. $100 is all it is. Okay, $100, dude. Well, let's go. Let's go to Chernobyl, man. If that's what it costs to visit, man, I'm down to go visiting, man. Now's the best time to visit. Tickets aren't going to be this cheap, for a while. Although we could get shot down. They've like shot down, I think, like 2 planes in the last 6 years around Ukraine. So I'm a little bit paranoid there. And it's always like, oh, an accident. The government did it by accident, or the Russian government blames Ukrainian and Ukrainian blames. It's terrible. Day 2, you get injected with radiation. Yes, we become monsters. Hey, welcome new viewers. If you guys have tech-related questions, or you want to talk about gaming, or you just want to talk about personal stuff or COVID or whatever, I'm here hanging out with a bunch of awesome peeps, some people I know in real life. We're talking about tech, obviously. We're talking about YouTube and MacBooks and whatever else is on your mind. Just speak it, and we can hang out and chat. Okay, I wish, but they injected you with a small amount of it. Oh, is this like? Hey, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Is this like some kind of to get you ready to be in a high radiation zone or something? I wish they injected you with a small amount of radiation. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you run Minecraft shaders in a 4 GB graphics card? Yeah, dude, you can run Minecraft in with a 1 GB graphics card. Honestly, Minecraft has been getting insanely good optimization. Like the fact that Minecraft can run at almost 100 frames on this gimped MacBook video. I mean, yeah, you should. I mean, you probably have, but yeah, keep the questions coming. I love answering you guys' questions. They're very interesting to think about. Definitely, if you have any ideas about any video topics you want me to make, or anything at all, hey, just post a comment. I'm gonna try to do live streams maybe once a week. I think that would be really fun to just answer all the questions. There's a lot of questions I miss on YouTube that I just never get to. I try to answer them for at least an hour every day, but there's too many questions. So with this live, I try to answer each question in order. So just have a question, send it in. Type it in here. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? Not much. You guys are being quiet right now. Okay, but I only get 60 FPS in Minecraft 4 GB card. So 60 FPS is pretty good. I'm not really sure why you want more. Also, on a MacBook, more than 60 FPS does nothing because the screen refresh rate on the MacBook is only 60 hertz. That's one of my main reasons why I don't have a Mac as my main PC, but I do like to have a Mac for browsing the internet because it's got extremely smooth trackpad, very nice scrolling and stuff. But yeah, on a Mac, as soon as they can get a higher hertz refresh rate screen, I'm gonna have that as my main device. But for now, I'm just like, I can't do it. Let's see here. Here's some of the info, but I think this is one of the far more but pricey issues. I'll text you more info. Yeah, sure, man. Text me anytime you want, dude. Let's hang out soon. I've been actually hanging out with people more often now. Kind of weird seeing as COVID and all. But I mean, you can hang out with social distance. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to live a life, happily and stuff. I think too many people take this whole COVID thing a little too far. Like, you can be safe. Yes, COVID is real, but there's no need to ruin your lives. Yeah, it's really hit some people hard. Like my brother, he's extremely affected by this COVID thing. Like I'm hanging out with him less now, and I used to think he was such a logical guy, but you know what? That's the beauty of this whole COVID pandemic is that even the most logical people, it affects everybody in different ways. But I'm thankful that I'm not doing bad. Like it's helped my views quite a bit. It's helped me get a bunch of business too for the YouTube. I mean, I've been working on this channel now. This is my full-time job now at this point. It's been really fun. All right, let's answer some more questions here. It's an Intel i7 8550U, good for gaming. That's pretty decent. Yeah, that's quite good. The 8550, yeah, so 8th generation processor. I mean, it is a U processor. Those aren't considered the best. But it's certainly not as bad as this weird NG processor that they put in that machine there. That's like, yeah, there's a big difference. But yeah, the U processors have come a long way. They're actually decent for gaming now. There's like a step above U that most gaming laptops like this have. It's not called U anymore. I think it's called something else. Let me check what it's called. Control Alt Delete. Where's delete? Processor. So the processor on this one here is, I forget what they're called, but let me just take a quick peek at it. Processor. Oh, this. So yeah, this is an H. So after U, I think it goes pretty much H. And I like these H processors. These 6-core machines are just an absolute breakthrough value for gaming on PC and productivity. It's amazing what you can do with those things. Let's see. I'm still using 4770K. Oh, dude. 4770K, man. That is a powerful, powerful machine. That processor, man. I had that processor. I could have kept that processor up until even now and still could do all my video editing work. I could still do all my gaming. It's quite impressive. Some of the, yeah, Intel was so far ahead of its game back in those times, and they released that 4th gen CPU. It was actually outperforming all of what AMD had, and that 4770K still keeps up with everything that AMD pretty much has now. You know, some might argue, oh, you might get 10 extra frames if you get their new Intel CPU. Dude, 10 extra frames is nothing. Will downloading Java harm my computer? So no, I mean, you need Java, but if you're talking about Java, the Minecraft version, it's kind of an older version now. It's not really considered a great version anymore. It's kind of, I would say, slow now. It used to be the main version until the Windows 10 version took over. Let's see, yeah, I'm upping the graphics card to a 3080 once it comes out. Oh, dude, 3080, oh man. NVIDIA's 3080 is a phenomenal chip. Man, dang, they did such a good job with that graphics card. The performance, we have not seen a performance jump like that in a long time. Ever since the 10 series, which just demolished AMD's graphics cards. It's insane how good NVIDIA has been doing in the graphics sector. I mean, dang. I mean, you can still use a 10 series GPU and still play all your favorite games, running them on high and everything. It's quite impressive. What other tech questions do you guys have? Let's see. But Chrome is saying it may harm my computer. Oh, well, Chrome probably isn't wrong. So the thing is, Chrome doesn't understand that Java is just a game. So Chrome can't know everything. Basically, Chrome, it checks a thing called signatures. If the signature is unknown, then it doesn't know what who the developer is. Chrome can't possibly even know. It's weird that Chrome even checks for that kind of thing. I think what they did is they were like, well, the internet's dangerous. We're going to have Chrome check these apps. It could even do a scan potentially. It is possible somebody could have inserted a virus into that game on that website even, but the chances are of that, I wouldn't worry about it. Chrome says everything's a virus at this point. There's some antivirus that think Chrome itself is a virus, so it just kind of depends. Like if you're absolutely kind of feeling sketch about your download, don't do it. That's the best way to not get a virus. Yeah. Let's see. What graphics card do you have? Well, in this one here, let's see. I guess, yeah, who are you asking? Himaru. Interesting name, by the way. Going from 1060. Oh, 1060 is a good card. Definitely 3080 is almost like, what, 4 times more powerful? Yeah, in this machine, we've got the 1660 GTX, which is pretty good. Runs pretty great. Let's see here. It's so crazy what you can do nowadays. Or 1660 Ti. Yeah. Whew. Well, we're already at the 30-minute mark here. Let's see. I purchased my MacBook Air after watching your video before 2 years ago. 2 years. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad my video could help you out. Yeah, if you have any ideas about what else you want to see, definitely stay a subscriber if you can. I'm always trying to make videos better. Like the last week I spent reading about how to make the audio quality better. So I have a lot of really great tools, like for recording and stuff, but I don't really know how to use it very well. So I've been trying to learn how to actually use the technology correctly. Yeah. Is your MacBook still kicking it 2 years later? It's still working pretty good. That's one of the things I liked about the MacBooks, is that they last a while without breaking down. Yeah. What kind of tech channels are you subscribed to, Monjo? What kind of videos do you like to watch? I'm actually looking to branch out. I might try to make maybe some kind of comedy video, maybe mixed with tech. I might even experiment more with gaming videos because I don't know, tech videos are hard to make. They're really boring to record and make, and overall, I think people don't really consider tech videos that interesting. Although if I can, the problem with tech, you have to make the quality so high. On some of my videos, I might spend 10 hours and then it only gets 300 views and fails. So it's like, I'm almost like, man, should I be making tech videos at this point with all the knowledge that I have? It's like, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I think every industry can be oversaturated and overcrowded, as long as you've got something to offer. And that's kind of what I've been trying to wrap my head around. It's like, what am I really trying to offer here? You know. Serge, when my computer runs GTA 5, the temperature hit like 99 Celsius. Yes, that is one of the things about MacBooks. Mac prioritizes lower fan speeds and it tries to be quiet, and then in exchange it makes your machine hotter. I think this is kind of a fair exchange because who the heck wants a loud, ugly gaming PC like this thing over here? But Macs use pretty good components, so I mean, even if they are getting hotter and it's reducing its life, it'll still outlast most other machines. So it's just kind of one of the trade-offs with Mac. You should definitely play Metro games and the Stalker games because they are both based in Russia. Oh yeah. All these it's interesting to see a lot of these new developers now. These developers from Russia making games. I've been waiting. I remember as I was 18 years old, I'm turning 18 and then I'm like turning 19 and then 20. I'm like, where are all these Russian developers? And I'm like, oh, that's right. Collapse of Soviet Union. Of course, they haven't even released their games yet. So now that all the developers are about my age or whatever, they're actually releasing games now. I've been dying to play the Metro games. Stalker games look cool. My girlfriend's really into horror, and I think we could connect that way with the Stalker games and maybe even I don't know how much she'd like Metro, but Metro isn't so scary. But I've been meaning to play a lot more scary games like Alien Isolation. I think Alien Isolation would be fun. I love the art style, the Alien Isolation art style. Oh, it's just so nice. Reminds me of Natural Selection 2 quite a bit. What other websites do you use to download games? Honestly, I really mostly stick to Steam. I absolutely, well, I don't want to say I don't like Origin, but Origin is harder to use, but I do use their platform. In case you haven't heard, it's just like Steam, but it's EA's version of Steam essentially. I also use the Epic Games launcher for like Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, and then they support a few other games. I think they support Grand Theft Auto now, which is kind of weird. But yeah, GTA 5, I forgot to mention that was also another one of my favorite games. Somebody was asking about that earlier. GTA 5 has so much hidden content in it. In GTA 5, it has relationship advice. Like, I literally picked up a random person who was walking on the street once in that game, and they were literally straight up, like, just teaching me about relationships in the game. This is a freaking shooter, third-person shooter. It's not meant to be teaching me about these types of things, but there's hidden gems inside GTA 5, which is why it's an extremely popular game. It's like the top 5 most played games now, I think. But as long as if you can get past the shooting and killing and running people over, you can discover a lot of cool things in that game. All right, let's see here. What other questions do you guys have? What else are you guys thinking about? What's going through your heads? What are some interesting things you've been up to? What are your guys' favorite games? I still have you on Steam, lol. Oh, cool. I'm sure you do. Yeah, man. Well, hit me up if you see me online. Just play with me. What's your full-time job, buddy? Believe it or not, this is my full-time job now. It's so weird. I used to think that I need like 100,000 subscribers or like 1 million subs for this to be my full-time job. But what's happened is tech companies have reached out. They're having me do work for them on the side. Like I either make tutorials for them or I review their products. And yeah, it's just so crazy. Like one day I was sitting around right before COVID hit, and I was wondering, I'm like, when is this gonna happen? When is my YouTube business gonna actually kick up, and I'm gonna be able to like actually make a living off of it and stuff? And then it just hit me, work with the brands. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and ever since the crisis hit, it's a lot of brands are reaching out because we're all sitting at home. We're all on the computer now, so it's kind of a definitely if anybody wants to start a channel, I mean, heck, now's the best time to do it. Let's see. I love GTA 5 and Minecraft. Those are both extremely great games. Um, I love that in Minecraft somebody was able to build a computer, a full-fledged computer. They built like a CPU and they had like connected it to like a monitor and stuff, and they explained how it works. Really, really cool stuff. I'm waiting till they add the Minecraft blocks in Rust. That would be amazing. Rust is almost just like Minecraft, but it has a bunch of other games in it. So Rust, it's like a shooter, it's like an MMO, it's like a real-time strategy. Rust has almost every single game put into one game. And it's so cool to have role-playing in there as well, you know? But Rust is very hard to get into because it's not very forgiving. Not a very forgiving game. You get killed instantly. You get despised for being weak. I am too a freelancer. A lot of people hitting me up. I am Python developer. Oh, you're a programmer. That is so awesome. Like two of my best friends are programmers. I mean, I have a lot of good friends, but yeah, I actually can't wait to learn how to program. Uh, yeah, I need to learn new skills, and at some point I would like to create a program. There's a lot of interesting things you can't do, which is annoying. Like on iOS, I want to be able to listen to a podcast and play my Pandora music at the same time. At the moment, it doesn't allow. The operating system just won't allow it. I told my friend about this idea, and he was like, "Serge, you're trying to do things that are impossible." I'm like, "Look, man, I'm thinking, don't tell me it's impossible. Instead, tell me how it is possible. That's what I want to know." I can teach you if you hit me up if you need any help. Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, I'm lazy. That's the issue. I know a little bit of Python. Not really enough to do anything with it, but I can look at code and I can understand it. You know, if this, then that, or you know, that kind of thing. The basics. I think the last thing I was learning was about arrays, and like functions, that kind of thing. Still the basics, but honestly, I do see a future where I make programs, or I'm working with other people working on programs or something. This is my job. So I guess I make commercials for tech companies. I guess that's one way to think about it. I've only really played Fortnite while making videos for YouTube. Um, yeah, a lot of people always ask me, "What's my job? What's my job?" And so it's such a weird question to answer because there's nothing, there's no one thing I do. I'm working with sound. I'm working with video. I'm coming up with video ideas. Um, just kind of doing a little bit of everything. And companies are just emailing me and asking me to do stuff, and I do it for them. That's just how it is when you're a YouTuber or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's extremely weird. I thought I'd have more subscribers, more views, but a lot of companies are willing to do business if you have something to offer, basically, or if you're very convincing. Um, all right, let's answer some more questions. Let's see. So I'm hoping to end the stream here in 15 minutes. I need to take a walk outside. I'm getting kind of fatigued here, and then after that I'll probably go to sleep. But I'm going to answer as many questions as I can as fast as possible. So whatever tech questions or personal questions or anything, ask them, write them out, write them all out. I'm going to answer all of them. All right, let's get into answering these questions. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's see here. So yeah, text you later. I want to play Elite Dangerous. I've been dying to play Elite Dangerous. My subscribers are always asking me about that one, and I need to play it. Was looking at best PC for under $700 with RTX 2060, and this came up. Wow, a PC under $700, huh? With 2060, that's I don't know, man. You're pushing it. I don't think they have anything like that. 1660 Ti is kind of close to that, and I think you can find that in used markets. check out used markets, eBay and Amazon. eBay is phenomenal for getting gaming laptops. Also check out manufactured, refurbished. So go to the brand that you want, right? And on their webpage, go to the refurbished section and directly buy from them. You'll get 30 days 30-day receipt warranty or whatever, and then you'll still have the original manufacturer's warranty, but you'll get like 30-40% off. It's an amazing deal. Let's see here. Am I doing this wrong? No, I don't think you're doing it wrong at all. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but do you buy all the gadgets or just review and return them? Some of the gadgets the companies send me, some of them I buy. I try to buy a lot of things and then resell them. I don't really like doing the buying, returning, because companies, they're not really set up for that, and you're kind of harming them when you do that. But yeah, you can just resell it as open box, and then it's you really don't lose much. Good game, and it's on sale. Plus, you don't need to buy expansions as it's being merged. Cool. Yeah. I like that. I hate buying DLCs and that kind of thing. It's extremely annoying. Then you need to just keep updating the same game, and well, I guess it's a problem for the game company, because how are they going to make money if they don't have you either buying every month or buy some kind of DLC? But if the game is good enough, if you love it enough, you will buy a skin or something. Let's see. I'm getting a new gaming PC next year, 2021. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love gaming PCs. They're fun. Should I just buy a new graphics card? That depends. Let's see. I bought a 2080, but I still can't play games like Warzone, Genshin Impact. Are you sure? 2080 is a really good card. What CPU do you have? Do you have enough RAM? Because 2080 should be able to run everything just fine. Are you playing on extremely high resolution maybe? Try turning down the graphics a little bit. You can tweak the settings to run great with a 2080. That's an amazing card. You should have no problems. No. Keep your video card. That's a great card, man. Yeah, 2080 is very capable right now. With the 8 gigabytes of VRAM, you're really not looking at too many issues. I mean, most games don't even reach 8 gigabytes of VRAM in utilization. So what games are you even playing that are bringing it to its knees that much? I mean, even, I guess the games you mentioned earlier, I don't really know those games too well, but yeah, man, I think maybe it's your CPU. Get a new CPU. Let's see here. Is that Razer Blade notebook next to you? So I've had about 3 different Razer products. This is the latest product I'm trying to review right now. This is a MSI Gf65 Thin. So it's one of MSI's kind of like cheaper, more affordable, like $900 computers. It does have a 1660 Ti, which is pretty cool. It's not too bad. I like it. It's fun. I would prefer Razer probably instead of this MSI. But with the MSI, it's cheaper, right? But you get more specs for your money, which is awesome. I love that. And the MSI is extremely light. I'm like, man, this thing is light. I can take it and then, and play my games, have fun. And over here, I have a MacBook. I will be getting probably a Razer sometime at the end of this month, maybe. We'll see. All right, let's see. I am low on everything. I still can't run. I have... What CPU did you say you have? Because 2080 should be just kicking butt. Still can't run. I have a League Rogue Impact only. Yeah, you should not be having any issues, man. Are you sure you bought a 2080? Well, what Intel CPU do you have? Because if your CPU is too weak, I don't know, man. That's really odd. Something's going on. Did you get a fake video card, maybe? Where did you buy your video card from? My uncle bought a fake video card once. We plugged it in and stuff into his desktop, and it just was not running right. It was so weird. Let's see. On Premiere Pro, I wanted to learn how to zoom in slowly. Do you know how? You need to get an effect. So Premiere probably already has this built in. All you got to do is go into the effects and type in zoom, or I don't know what the exact effect is called, but I would honestly just kind of Google it or whatever. And that effect should exist, and that should be like a free built-in effect, most likely. You just need to know the exact name, because the different effects have different names. It's like a little module. You grab it and you drag it into your timeline. Intel CPU, that's why. No, the Intel CPU i7 is good, man. No, dude, something's up with your graphics card. It might be fake. GeForce RTX 2080 Super. Where did you buy your graphics card? Did you buy it from a person? Who did you buy it from, man? I think you might have gotten scammed, dude. Yeah, or it could be your power supply is maybe too weak. It can't power the graphics card. Dang, dude. I hope you paid with credit card, because if you paid with credit card, you can take your money back immediately. I checked the power supply and bias readings are fine. Man, you know how to check bias, but you don't know if it's your CPU or your graphics card. That's interesting. So you do know some things about computers. That's kind of cool. You know, let's see. Are you going to buy a RTX 3080 in your next PC? 3080 probably is the way to go, honestly. I had a Titan 2080, or no, did I have a, what was it called? Not a Titan. I had a 2080 Ti. That's what I had. I had that like about 6 months ago in a custom built PC. It was a tiny PC, very small. It was literally the size of this box over here, and it fit my 2080 Ti in there. The motherboard was about as big as my hand. Well, not very big, obviously. It was a mini ITX. It was a really cool system, but then I thought, why am I building small systems if I just get a machine with a keyboard and a screen? Like, it just makes no sense to do it that way, you know what I mean? So, honestly, just if you're gonna build a PC, make it big so we can get a lot of air and stuff. Let's see. I legit just watched YouTube. I built my PC in July. Oh, cool, man. That's pretty cool. Well, I guess you're new, you know, that's fine. Yeah. If you've got more questions, man, keep asking. Are you going to buy it? Z. Might just get a 3070. The one just came out. I'm trying to build a PC for editing, streaming, and gaming. Do you know good parts I can probably look into? I want to make it Ryzen. Dude, I have a great recommendation for you. Have you tried PC Part Picker yet? That's a great website. PC Part Picker will have different builds you can select, like pre-made builds. It will just be a bunch of lists of the different components you need, and then from there you set your budget, and then there'll be like professional. Okay, so you've seen PC Part Picker. Honestly, for video editing, you don't really need much these days. Just a basic CPU, a basic video card. In the past, I think you needed a really insane computer to video edit and stuff, but I think there's a lot of hype around having these crazy powerful computers. But honestly, just get a quad-core CPU and, you know, get yourself 2080, even 2060, or, you know, you don't really need much, honestly. As long as you have a dedicated GPU and a decent CPU, you'll be fine. Like I'm trying to edit right now on this MacBook. It doesn't have a dedicated it doesn't have a dedicated GPU, and that's kind of a problem in Windows. In Mac, it's not an issue. Are you? Yeah. Why are you using Adobe Premiere Pro, man? I hate Adobe, man. I'm using Adobe right now. I have so many issues with Adobe. I'm probably gonna cancel my subscription. I've honestly been using Adobe for years. I might just quit using it because Adobe is just, it really sucks. But yeah, I'm using it right now, and my Adobe just constantly crashes. I just have constant issues all the time. I'm using it because I got used to it and because the industry uses it. So it's kind of weird when you're trying to use it and everybody uses it. You can't stop using it. Yeah, Final Cut Pro is really cool, but you need Mac OS for that. Yeah, making a Ryzen PC is the best way to go right now. Like AMD has been out of the game for a long time, but when they came back with Ryzen, it was just cheaper. It was better performance, cheaper. They just have done a phenomenal job with Ryzen. I was not expecting that, but they did it. Yeah. Definitely consider used markets. That's definitely the way to go, because yeah, used markets, you're going to be able to get your components for so much cheaper. You get them for half the price, And like the CPU that's used, it's not gonna die. CPUs don't die. So as long as you know what kind of hardware you're buying, you can get yourself something nice and cheap and still good. Of course, building it new is probably better if you have the money. So let's see. I don't know any others. I'm not sure who you're asking how much the PC cost, but MacBook cost $1,300. The MSI cost $900. Got it from Walmart. Starting to think it's fake. Let me check Amazon. What is your favorite YouTube channel? Honestly, I don't really watch much YouTube, but there is one called Vox Stoica. Let me see if I can type it out. It's a philosophy channel. So I actually don't really like watching YouTube videos too much, which is kind of weird because it's like, dude, you're making videos, you don't watch videos, you don't like the platform. I don't really like the YouTube platform because it's kind of like drugs, right? The AI is designed to really kind of make you want more. It creates a it fucks up your brain, man. Shouldn't have said the bad word. It messes with your brain basically. It gets you addicted, right? And hopefully you know when to stop. A lot of people who are watching videos online, they don't know when to stop. They can't stop. And so that's the part I don't like about YouTube. But once you have good impulse control and you have good self-control, YouTube's really not the problem per se, but YouTube should give you breaks, you know? Because people are just gonna keep eating, right? It's just like a fat person. They keep eating and eating and eating, and it harms them. But yeah, I used to really like watching tech channels. I don't really like watching them too much. I do like Dave Lee. He's probably my favorite channel. That's tech. But overall, my favorite channels are philosophy channels, like Stoic philosophy channels. Vox Stoica is pretty good. That's one I would definitely check out. Let me see if I can type it out here. Weird. I'm not sure why I can't type messages. Some kind of glitch. Oh well. Let's see. Well, we're approaching, I think, our timeout. I'll keep answering a few more questions. Damn, I did buy it from a shady dealer. Oh well. How do you know it was a shady dealer? Starting to think it's fake. Let me check Amazon. Get your money back as ASAP, man. I think Amazon probably has some kind of money back guarantee. That's why I like buying on eBay. eBay has the money back guarantee, so if you get scammed, there's really no way to get scammed. eBay always takes the loss. So on eBay, they scam this, or eBay screws the sellers, right? So eBay says that if the seller does anything wrong whatsoever, that they'll take the hit. So if a seller scams you, then you don't really have to deal with it. Let's see, you're from Oregon. Yeah, I live in Oregon. Yeah. I'm from Russia, but I've lived in Oregon since 1995. Let's see, do you have any micro centers in Oregon? I think maybe there was one and it's gone now. All of the computer stores are dead here. It's crazy. In the last couple of years, they've all died out. It's really sad to see. We had a store called ENU, which was awesome. They're no more. Could you tell me what type of Intel CPUs are powerful? I mean, UHX types like Intel i7 8950H. Well, any H is considered powerful at this point. What's been happening with CPUs is, so we've been getting essentially the exact same CPU for like the last 10 years from Intel. It's just been slightly boosted. Every year they boost the performance by like 3%. So any CPU that's i5 or i7 is just going to be good enough. Hey, what's up? Adib Idros. How's it going? Are you a subscriber? I'm not sure. This YouTube thing doesn't tell me who are my subscribers. It sucks. Let's see here. Don't have any in Washington State. Javaher, I hope I pronounced your name right. I want to give you some specific advice about what type of CPUs, but yeah, like 8950H is good. or 9850H is good. Even the U processors are pretty decent. But the issue is like, what do you consider good? Because what I consider good might not be necessarily what you consider good. Like, what do you need it for? Like, what are you going to be doing with it? These are all questions you want to ask. Yeah, 9700K is an amazing CPU. Yeah, I went from 2600K CPU that came out in like 2008 or 2000 like 10 or 2012. That CPU from like 10 years ago could still run everything. So CPU technology is very far and advanced. Um, you can get old CPUs that are phenomenal, but it's not the same with video cards because video cards, they become obsolete quicker. All right, guys, we have approached the 1 hour mark. Oh, great question. What's bottlenecking? Well, I am 29 years old. So bottlenecking is when there is a component or a piece of hardware that is bringing everything else down. So, like, let's say you're riding a bicycle, right? And the bicycle has extremely small tires or extremely small wheels, right? If the wheels are too small, you're going to be moving very slow, right? You're not going to be moving very fast. So the bottleneck is the tires or the wheels. The wheels are the bottleneck. So the thing that determines the speed of the computer is basically the slowest component, right? So if the CPU is extremely slow, then the whole computer is slow. Or if the computer has a bad video card, then that brings it down. That's the bottleneck. That's what's slow. Gosh, I hope I explained that correctly. The bottleneck brings the overall system performance down. It's the computer component that is struggling to keep up with the rest of the system. All right, let's see. Get in touch. Got in touch a while back regarding a query on MacBook Airs. Glad to see you're still making videos. Cool. Cool. Yeah, so yeah. Did you end up getting a MacBook then, Adib? Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad it was helpful. So if you put an RTX in an old computer, it is going to bottleneck. Yes, correct. But a RTX video card could bring new life into the system as well. It's not as simple as that. If it's bottleneck, that's it. That's not the end all be all. If all you can do is bring in a new video card, it's still worth a try. It's still worth a try. Sometimes it's hard to predict what kind of bottleneck will exist. But because CPUs are even like from 8 years ago can still keep up with an RTX, maybe there won't be much of a bottleneck. So you just have to just try it out and kind of see where you're at. I think I'm just going to order the 3070, comes out 29th. Cool, man. Yeah, 3070 is a phenomenal card. The thing that's crazy about it is that it's just so powerful. I mean, it's like 2 to 3 times more powerful than what you could get last year. So that's a huge performance boost. Totally worth the money, I think. We haven't seen those types of performance gains like in the last 5 years. It's crazy to see that. All right, guys, I'll answer 3 more questions before I log off here. So far, it's been really awesome having you guys on here. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun. I know you guys have more questions. So like a 2013 i7. Yeah, 2013 i7 could perform pretty decent. I would shoot for 2014 if you can. It's just a little bit better. Just a shotgun through question. Yes, exactly. I just got my answer. Okay, cool. So many people. Why is your channel not very active? Great question. Well, I took too many breaks. That's the thing. That's the thing that kills your channels. When making the channel, if I had just posted every single day, kept it up, then everything would be fine. But I took long breaks. Like I took like a 6-month break. That just kills a channel. You don't want to do that. And then when you come back and you start posting, the subscribers from a long time ago just unsubscribe because they're like, who's this guy? They like forget. You know, you look at my subscription feed, I got like hundreds of subscriptions. It's not a good thing. But yeah, it's because of my inconsistency, which I'm starting to address. So it'll probably turn around at some point as I keep posting more and being more active and stuff. All right, let's see. Do we have one more question? Scrolling through here, seeing if I missed any questions. Thanks. Yeah, you too. Have a nice day. Thanks for joining. It's been awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna assume that no other questions are coming. So, see you guys later. Bye bye.